my goodness. We have ingredients, and we have best kitchen helper ever, and apparently second best kitchen helper ever, who says, Mom, it's morning, I already had my breakfast. What are we doing? We are making another soup. Welcome back to Snow Dog's Cooking, where if I can cook it, so can you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, turn on all notifications so you'll know whenever we put up new videos. But if you're new here and you didn't see our video that we uploaded a couple of weeks ago, we made northern bean with ham soup. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in that. And a lot of you requested a homemade split pea soup. So that is what we're doing today. We're making homemade split pea soup. I am trying to do this as fast as possible so you can have some carrot noodles and some celery with peanut butter on it, because that's how you are. And real quick, third best kitchen helper ever, as always, not in the kitchen. So I'm going to go over everything that you need for this recipe. You're going to need a small diced up onion. You're going to need some carrots, about a cup or so. Some celery, about a cup or so. You're going to need pepper, a bay leaf or two, some thyme, of course, the bag of green split peas. This is a 1 pound bag, in case you were wondering. We're going to need, this kind of is optional, but it's going to make it taste better, a ham bone or a ham hock. Now, I got some ham hocks, some smoked ham hocks on sale. So I put them in the freezer, so we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to need broth. I am doing 4 cups of chicken broth, 1 cup of water. You can do 2 cups of water if you like your soup a little bit more runny, but if you want it thick, start off with 1 cup, and that's going to give it a little bit more thickness. And then, I didn't get it out because I don't need it till later, but I'm also going to add some leftover ham to this as well. So if you have the leftover ham, if you don't have the ham hock or the bone, but you have the leftover ham, it'll be good enough. It will, trust me. I almost forgot. You're going to need garlic. I'm using garlic today. How much? I don't know, some spoonfuls. Basically, you want like equivalent to 2 to 3 cloves. We are making this today in the slow cooker, but you can also make this like in a Dutch oven or in a pan on the stove. If you're going to do this on the stove instead of in the slow cooker, dice up your carrots and your celery and your onion and kind of saute them in a little bit of butter, put them in your pot, put everything else in your pot, and simmer it for around an hour to 90 minutes. So if you don't have a slow cooker, now you know how to do it that way. Are you so ready? Okay, let's do this. First, I'm going to dice up my onion. Now, I dice mine really fine and small. You can chop it. You can leave it in bigger pieces if you want chunkier vegetables in your soup. Leave it bigger, but I'm going to dice it really small. All right, I have my onion all diced nice and fine. We're going to go ahead and put that into the pot. Next, we are going to wash and cut up some celery. You're going to want about a cup. And again, you can cut it into big chunks. I dice mine really fine because I'm not a huge fan of celery. Memphis, are you going to eat the celery this time? Let me cut it up and we'll find out. 1 cup of celery into the bowl. All right, here's the test. Will you eat the celery? You even make the face. Let's try again. Ready? Celery. No. Okay. Well, how about you? Will you eat the celery? That's how you're supposed to eat it. Nice and crunchy. I'll be right back, Memphis. Oh, you've moved to the perch, huh? Would you like a celery? I know, you're a texture dog too. You like it? Crunchy? Yeah, you'll eat it. Okay, now I gotta fix Memphis's. It says, guys, this is the only way to eat celery, as a vessel for peanut butter. You gotta do it. You did it last time. You did. Here. It's got the peanut butters on it, I promise. There you go. There you go. It's like, it was sticky. You had some. You're not getting peanut butter as well. Next, we're going to wash, peel, and cut up some carrots. About a cup. We want about a cup of carrots. Carrots are cut up, which means carrot noodle. Good catch. Carrot noodle for Eleanor. Hey, sit, sit, sit. I'm going to drop it. Ready? Carrot noodle. Good catch. Don't worry, I got more. Hey, Kira. I almost said Memphis. Memphis is right here. See if we can get Kira to come in here. Oh, there she is. Would you like a carrot noodle? Heck yeah, you want a carrot noodle. See, the oven's not on. We're not doing any of that crazy stuff. Got it? We're just eating carrot noodles. One more. Let me find you a good one. There you go. All right. I gotta cut up the carrots. And of course, to cut up my carrots, I'm using my salad shooter, but I'm using a different blade on the inside today, so I'll show you how I decided to chop them up today. Check it out. Crinkle cut carrots. I thought it would be nice to have a little bit bigger pieces of carrots in the pea soup today. Yeah. That means you get more carrot. Hold on, I gotta get a couple more pieces. Kira, you want another carrot? Just a small one. Good crunch. Let me go find her. There you go. Nice crunch. Now, carrots into the bowl. All right, so now I'm gonna take my ham hock, which mine was frozen, like I said, because I had it in the freezer, and I'm gonna kind of put it right here in the middle. It doesn't matter, it's eventually gonna get stirred around. So you can use, like I said, a ham hock, a ham bone. You could use a beef bone or a different bone, or leave a bone out. The bone just gives it a little bit more flavor. Now, if you're not putting a bone in it, I would use 5 cups of broth instead of 4 cups of broth and 1 cup of water. Just my opinion. Peas, I'm going to put them in this little colander, and you're kind of going to look for anything weird. I'm going to rinse these. I always do. Like, I don't know, that one looks a little weird. If you see anything weird as you're shaking them around and we're rinsing them, go ahead and take them out. But rinse your peas. Peas are all nice and rinsed. Now into the bowl. I guess there's still a little water in there. Come on. Hey, look, there they are. I'm going to take my 4 cups of chicken broth and add that in as well. Speaking of, if you wanted to use a vegetable broth instead, you'd probably be really good in this as well. So you can kind of see the water is just about above everything. I'm going to add just a little bit of my 1 cup of water, I think. Other water, we're going to add about half of it now, and I'll probably add half of it later. 1 bay leaf. Stick it down. Don't eat this. We're going to pull it out at the end. If you have small bay leaves, put 2 in there. You could put 2 big ones in there if you want, depending on the flavor you're looking for. Don't forget your garlic. How much? I don't know, that much. Maybe another one of those. Stir it in there. It's going to be so good. Like I said, if you're using regular clove garlic, like 2 to 3 minced or diced cloves. I'm also going to add a couple of shakes of thyme. Like, I don't know, a teaspoon or so of dried. You could also use fresh. Maybe like 2 teaspoons of fresh, but like a teaspoon of dried. And a couple shakes of pepper. It doesn't like to come out of there. Oh, it probably helps if I hold it the right way. There we go. So how much? Some. Right, put the lid on. Oh, apparently I spilled some thyme from my bottle onto my slow cooker. Turn it on. Turn it to, oh wait, do it right. Turn your machine on, however it works. Sometime I'll remember how this works. Set it to 8 hours on, and it's gonna sit there for 8 hours on low, and we'll come back and check on it in a little bit, and it's gonna make the house smell amazing. Okay, this has been going for just a little bit. Remember how I said that 1 cup of water, I only added like half of it? I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of it because it's definitely gonna need it. And I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on it. Might add a little bit more, but we're gonna let it keep on going. Okay, so there's about 30 minutes or so left on this. I have just over a cup of ham all cubed up. I am going to go ahead and fish out the bay leaf. You don't wanna eat that. And I am gonna take the ham hock out as well. And I'm gonna add the ham. And we're gonna add the ham. And that should warm up pretty quick. Oh my goodness. So I topped it with some garlic butter croutons that I made, which, click that bell, turn on all notifications, subscribe to the channel. That video will be going up next week. And now we're gonna give it a try and see what we think. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna get a bite with the crouton?
I gotta get the crouton. It's just so good.
It makes a difference, doesn't it? I can't remember the last time we had split pea soup. It was a long time ago. My mom probably made it for us.
Probably.
Yeah. Did I do as good as mom?
Tastes spot on. You know,
Nice.
Tastes pretty good.
Nice.
Have you tried it?
I have not.
What?
Well, I mean, I tried it all day long. So, yeah, I think it tastes pretty good. All right, time to eat some dinner. That soup was so good. Very similar to the northern bean with ham soup that we made not long ago. So if you guys tried that one, this is very similar. It's kind of why I said you can like switch up the beans and stuff in that. A little bit different, of course, because it's split peas, not beans, but so good. And again, I'll show you outside real quick here. Yeah, no joke. This is what it looks like outside right now. Would you like to come in? You have snows on you, you have snows on you, you have snows on you. Snowing, blowing, and cold. Right now it says it feels like -5 outside. So the perfect time to make this soup. If you guys want to see the recipe for the croutons that I made, that's going to go up next week. So as I said, hit subscribe, click that bell, turn on all notifications. Come on back next week to see more fun stuff. And let us know what you want to see us make next. All right, you guys, we hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again soon. Goodbye, audience.